whether it be like the confidence that they have in their ability to cook. What do they know and what do they not know?
Until last semester, I believed that myth.
Oh, wow. It's nice to meet you.
I'm Anthony. Nice to meet you.
Anthony, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. Yeah.
How's your week been?
Good. It's only Monday, so I mean, not too much going on.
What's your major at Northwest?
So I'm a Nutrition and Dietetics major, and in that do lots of learning about like nutrition, different foods, but then we also learn about like the profession of dietetics and kind of the different areas that we can go into with it. So lots of really fun. Also lots of really hard science classes, so that's something that I kind of have to get through, but yeah, it's really great.
Do you take like more, I guess, nutrition-based classes? Like I know I took my nutrition and dietetics last semester. I know there's like macronutrients. I haven't taken that cooking one. I didn't even know there was a cooking one, but what do you do in your nutrition classes other than learn about like the macronutrients and vitamins and all that?
So one of the big things that we do is we learn kind of how to cook food, so that way like in our professions we're able to like teach people how to cook food. So I took a food science class last semester. That was really interesting. I have liked cooking for a really long time, so that was something that I got to do. But then we also do lots of different projects and research, and then there's also lots of volunteering that we get to do where we're like teaching other populations at Northwest about cooking and that kind of stuff.
Do you have to make certain meals based on what they tell you, like if this person has like type 1 diabetes, or this person wants to eat kind of like a higher protein or low carb, like lose weight or gain weight?
Yeah, so with that, we do a lot of meal plan creation with that because that's more of what a dietitian does. Some of it is helping clients learn how to cook, but then a lot of it is giving them the practical tools so that they have the confidence to go and cook by themselves. So I've created a lot of meal plans for people who either have a dietary restriction or are trying to lose weight or trying to gain weight. So it's more of that and less of like the cooking and stuff, but it's really cool to kind of be able to think about how I can like modify what people are eating to help them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So tell me about your major. What kind of classes do you take?
I'm taking a lot of like physical exercise classes. Like I'm taking my adapted PE right now, where I get to set up games and like field days for kids with special needs. I'm taking my anatomy physiology right now. That one's so hard. It's like I gotta learn all the bones, and I have a exam next Wednesday about all the ligaments too. So
wow.
I'm not really looking forward to that, but.
Are a lot of your classes where you're just like sitting in a lecture? Do you guys do lots of hands-on? What does that kind of look like?
It kind of depends on the class. Like adapted PE, I get to go around like each Friday we get to go to the student rec center and set up games and like play the games. I guess my other classes are like just in the lecture, taking down notes and then just trying to relearn the notes later. That's awesome. You in anything else?
Yeah, I'm involved in a few different things throughout campus. So I'm part of our student senate, and then I'm also in a campus ministry, which has been really fun. I talked about a little bit. I do some involvement with our Student Dietetics Association. So in that, we do lots of like volunteering and just kind of creation of different programs to help students learn more about nutrition.
What do you want to be after graduating?
So after I graduate, I have to go and get my master's first. But then after that, and after I get my like RD license, I am hoping to be either a sports dietitian or work in pediatrics. Those are kind of my top two right now. And I still have lots of time to kind of figure out like what specific field I want to go into. But I've always really loved kids, and I feel like sports nutrition and like learning how to fuel for athletic performance is really, really interesting. So those are kind of my top two. What about you?
I want to be a PTA. After this, I'm going to get my master's. Is it only, how long is it for you for a master's?
So it really depends on which program I want to do. I also have to do what's called like a dietetic internship with it, which is basically just doing rotations in different like dietetics areas to kind of learn. And that's like a lot of like practical hands-on, like doing intern work. So most of them are like 12 to 24 months, but yeah, it really depends.
That's not too bad. I think for my major, Northwest offers a online year program for the master's. So I think I'm going to do that and hopefully become the PTA. I think after college, probably not straight into physical therapist assistant. Definitely probably some clinical work, personal training, but hopefully that's like my end goal.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
What made you decide you want to go into like exercise science or being a PTA?
Just throughout my high school, I grew up like really big. And I wanted to kind of just lose weight, so I lost weight. It kind of got like a big part in my life. And well, coming to Northwest, I was a cybersecurity major, so I thought that's what I wanted to do in high school, and then I didn't really know what else to do, so I kind of started going through it, and then I realized these classes aren't really for me. I feel like I'm not doing the best. So I was thinking, what else am I good at? I was like, I lost like over 120 pounds, so I know like how to lose it, how to help other people lose it. So I kind of wanted to get into it to help other people with their same problems.
That's awesome. Do you think that your diet or your exercise had more of an impact on you losing weight?
Diet, 100%. I don't think I could lose any weight without a diet. So I try to even lose weight now, and I work at Domino's. I'll eat some pizza every now and then. It just does not work. Well, I don't want to talk about myself too much. What got you interested in nutrition?
My biggest thing that got me involved in nutrition was probably my mom. She always had a super big emphasis on healthy eating. Just throughout my entire life, that was one of the things that she definitely taught me a lot about. And I'm super, super blessed to have like grown up knowing those kinds of things, because as I've started studying nutrition, I kind of realized there are lots of people that don't know those kinds of things. And then I also just have really enjoyed food and cooking and baking for most of my life. So being able to like be in a field where I'm able to like learn a lot about food has been really, really interesting. And so then from there, that kind of piqued my interest about it, because I feel like healthy eating is one of the biggest impacts on someone's health. And so being able to help people like learn more about that and like share the knowledge that I already have, but then also like continue to help people with that has been something that has really driven me to want to learn more about it.
Have you learned a lot more since you've just been taking the classes?
I definitely have, yeah. I mean, I kind of grew up knowing what to eat in order to like be healthy, but I didn't really know why. So kind of getting to like learn the why behind it has been really cool. And like, why are these specific nutrients, like what do they do in the body and why do we need them in this time of our day or like this period of our lives? And like, why do we need a variety of fruits and vegetables rather than just eating the same ones? Like those kinds of things have been really interesting for me to kind of learn about. So being able to like learn more about why certain nutrients act the way that they are has been really cool. So what's your favorite part about like your major and like what you know about what you're going to do someday?
I think just knowing that I'm going to be helping people, because when I was going through my whole weight loss journey and everything, I didn't really have like much help. So I kind of was looking up what to do or trialing and failing a bunch. So I'm happy to kind of help people with the same problems and then the same mindset too, because I feel like most people who try to get people to lose weight have not been in that like, oh man, I'm kind of helpless position before. So they don't really know like the mental side behind being just like kind of hopeless about it. So I hope to be able to help them and show them, hey, it's not impossible. Like if you actually put in the hard work, discipline, you can be able to do it yourselves too. So I'm excited to help people and see their progress as I help them.
That's awesome.
What about you?
I would say actually a very similar thing is like being able to help people in it. One of the things that we talk a lot about in my classes is getting to know people and getting to know like their circumstances and kind of their goals before you just give them a generic meal plan or like tell them what they need to know, because there are a lot of things that, like I talked about, can impact how they eat and what they eat, whether it be like the confidence that they have in their ability to cook, or what do they know and what do they not know? Are they a busy person? Do they need things that are easy, or do they have lots of time to be able to try new recipes? So getting to know people on a more personal level and kind of being understanding what motivates them and that kind of stuff. So I'm really excited to be able to do that and just kind of seeing them for the people that they are and not maybe like their biometrics or the different things about them that you can read on a chart, but getting to know the person as a person. What's like a myth about exercising or like exercise science that like you see on social media or you hear a lot about and that just like isn't true?
There's one that I hear all the time, that it's like the longer you go, like the more like stuff you'll get out of the workouts and stuff. And that's not true. Like I used to go for like 4 hours a day because that's what I thought I needed. I thought I was going to burn more calories if I did more, or I was going to get bigger if I lifted more weight for more sets. But no, now I go now for an hour and a half and just focus on like 4 sets of like 12 to 15 because I'm still trying to get a little leaner, but it's definitely the length of the workout, I would say.
That's super interesting.
What's a myth about yours?
I would say the biggest myth that I probably hear is that people need a whole bunch of protein. I feel like that's something that's definitely been trending on social media right now. And although it's one of those things that is important in our diets, it's not more important than any of the other nutrients or any other food group that people are getting. So that's something I see a lot of, and I see a lot of like protein snacks and all these new like protein foods that hit the grocery store shelves, and it just makes me a little bit confused.
Until last semester, I believed that myth, I guess, because I would eat like, I thought the more protein I got, the bigger I would get. Until last semester. I was like, oh, it's actually not that, and I'm way overeating. I would get like 315 grams a day, and then I learned that you really only need a certain amount. And if you eat too much at one time, you're not even getting all that. You can only like absorb, was it 35 or 40 grams at one time? If we had a client that would work with you and then work with me, do you think it would work, or do you think they would kind of conflict?
I feel like it's one of those things where if there were any two like groups of people that had clients working together, I feel like nutrition and exercise would definitely be the two, because those have like the biggest implications on someone's health, and you can't just have one and not the other. Like if you're exercising but you don't really know how to eat healthy, you're not gonna be as healthy as you want to be. But also like if you're only eating healthy and not moving your body, that's also a little bit counterintuitive. So being able to like work together, and also like I know you mentioned you wanted to be a PTA. If you have someone that is healing from an injury or from a surgery, like yes, the physical therapy part is obviously very important, but then also what they eat can help their bodies with that recovery as well. I don't know. What do you think? Do you kind of agree with that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like the people who come to me would not be able to achieve their goals without coming to you too. Because, I mean, you could work out all that you need, but then if you have a bad diet, you burn 600 calories at the gym, you go home and eat like 5 Oreos, and it's all back plus more. So I would think that if both of us, we would collab pretty well with a client.
Yeah, definitely. We'll probably have to do that sometime.
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking to me about nutrition. I actually learned a lot from this.
Yeah, it was really interesting to hear, especially about like the exercise part about things, because you definitely know more about that than me. So yeah, thanks for talking to me about that. It's really interesting to hear kind of what you do and why you do what you do. So yeah.
Thank you.